Tonight, an ambulance versus dump truck crash north of Grand Rapids is under investigation, and the area it happened has seen its share of problems. Plus, the family of a 15-year-old girl is thankful tonight after her bravery saved them all from a house fire. And could the Canadian border be reopening? We're hearing from the country's prime minister as he weighs what to do.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with a crash north of Grand Rapids, where we're learning at least one person is dead after an ambulance and dump truck collided. According to the State Patrol, it happened around 10:30 this morning at the intersection of County Road 336 and 57 in Lawrence Township. Investigators believe the dump truck T-boned the ambulance. The State Patrol says there were 3 people in the ambulance at the time. At least one of the 2 passengers was killed. Their identities have not been released. The ambulance driver was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. As for the dump truck, the driver was the only person inside. They were also taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. The State Patrol plans to release more information tomorrow morning. This is the same intersection where DNR officer Sarah Grell was killed in a line-of-duty crash late last month. We'll bring you more details as they're made available. The Duluth Fire Department is giving a 15-year-old their prestigious life-saving award. The girl helped 7 of her family members escape their home when it went up in flames this morning. As CBS3's Kendall Jarbo shares, despite losing their home, the family feels thankful.
Early Tuesday morning, firefighters arrived to find flames shooting from the second-story window of this home on East 10th Street. That's where 15-year-old Lizzie Greyhawk sleeps.
I woke up because it was getting real hot on the side of me, and my whole tapestry was on fire, and the LED lights, and then the stuff on my top bunk were on fire. It was really scary.
Greyhawk and her 7 family members were inside the home at the time.
I was real scared because I just didn't know what was going on.
Really scared, but quick to act. Greyhawk woke up her parents and helped everyone get out.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of her, and I'm so thankful for her.
Having a plan and following it is what saved this family from major tragedy.
So that was really actually good to hear of all the things that they did. That they talked about it ahead of time. They actually had a plan. They used their plan, and it worked, and everyone got out safely.
While the Greyhawks are now without a home, they made it out with their lives, thanks to the young girls' quick thinking.
There is a GoFundMe set up for the Greyhawk family. We have a link at CBS3Duluth.com. By the way, Lizzie Greyhawk will be officially presented with the Fire Department's Life-Saving Award later this summer. Canada's Prime Minister says he is encouraging more people to get vaccinated before he'll ease the border restrictions. The border between the U.S. and Canada has been largely closed since the pandemic started. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau hopes that continued closure will keep Canadians healthy. In a recent press conference, he hinted that border restrictions will focus on fully vaccinated Canadians.
That's why we continue to encourage people to get double vaccinated, to make sure we can end with this as quickly as possible and turn to helping people around the world also get protection from COVID-19.
The current U.S. and Canada border closure continues through at least June 21st. Pfizer is moving into the next phase of trial testing its coronavirus vaccine in children. Pfizer says the phase 2 and 3 portion of the study will enroll up to 4,500 children ages 11 and younger. Participants will be receiving a lower dose than what is being used in those ages 12 and older. Each child would still receive 2 doses. Meanwhile, one of Wisconsin's biggest universities will require students to get vaccinated to attend classes this fall. The Wisconsin State Journal reports Marquette University is making the move, saying students will need to get vaccinated by August 1st in order to attend classes. The University of Wisconsin system has not mandated student vaccinations, but UW-Madison officials are considering a requirement to live in their dorms. Last week, Republican lawmakers held a hearing on a bill that would ban UW schools and state technical colleges from mandating vaccines or testing as a condition for being on campus. Dave joins us now for a quick check of the weather. Dave, another nice day out there for us.
Yeah, it wasn't bad here in the Twin Ports. The temperatures were tolerable, though it was still hot farther inland in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and deep into the UP as well. Watersmeet was one of the top temperature getters today. Well, we need some more rain. We got a little up north last night. There's a chance for some more tonight, so that's why we have this live look going on from Virginia, where we're taking a look towards the northwestern sky, seeing if it lights up with any flashes of lightning, like late last night. Not right now, but there's a chance it will again. There is a little bit of action happening in Wisconsin at this moment, and you can see that here on the latest Doppler map. It's pretty much to the south of most of our region here, but bottom line again is we all need some rain. We may get a little bit here and there tonight. High temps tomorrow, coming down a little bit for the Twin Ports, 75 degrees, but still close to 90 inland. How long will this heat wave last? I'll give you the latest theories on its duration coming up in a few more minutes.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dave. Duluth's mayor is asking for tens of millions of dollars in federal funding for several projects to help the city. The funding would come from President Biden's congressional directed spending opportunity. CBS 3's Emma Quinn breaks down some of these proposed projects and how they could benefit the community if funding is passed.
Duluth Mayor Emily Larson is asking for $44.5 million federal dollars for 5 major projects.
We also had to demonstrate that there was a readiness on the part of the organization. We had to demonstrate that there were some financial resources that were already being invested in these key areas.
Those projects include repairing and restoring the lift bridge and dredging the harbor behind the deck to allow larger cruise ships to dock. Another project would give the Duluth Police Department $750,000 for programs that allow real-time updates to people calling 911 to report crimes. Those updates could include things like automated text messages.
To say, hey, this is a fairly low-level crime. It's important to us, but here's other options for you. There's an online reporting ability. There's a call-in number. Or, if you really want to have an officer show up in person, it may take this long due to a call volume.
The money would also help fund more in-depth data tracking systems, too.
From officer profiles to training to officer activity to our use of force deployments to complaints, whether that's complaints generated by citizens, internal complaints.
Officials with DPD say getting these systems would offer more resources to everyone.
It'll be seen, hopefully, if we get the opportunity to get some funding to roll out some of these initiatives that we do believe will help us provide better services to the community.
The other 2 projects include efforts to lower the city's greenhouse gas emissions and repairing the fire department halls. U.S. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith will present all of these projects to Congress. As of now, there is no timeline for when the projects could be approved. An Iron Range man is using his personal experience to show federal lawmakers how important investing in rural transportation can be. Today, U.S. Senator Tina Smith chaired a U.S. Senate hearing focused on the opportunities and challenges that industry faces. Brandon Nermi of Arrowhead Transit in Virginia, Minnesota, was one of the experts invited to testify. He says when weighing the value of individual routes, sometimes focusing on the access a route provides is more important than the number of riders.
Allotting greater weight to a route that provides access without having to worry as much about the classic metrics of passenger hours would be one way that rural transit providers could address these gaps.
Nermi closed by pushing for more money for rural transit, sharing how vital it is to rural community success. Moving to Wisconsin now, a lot can and will change before next year's midterms. But this weekend's re-election announcement from Governor Evers is giving us a glimpse into who else could be on your ballot in 2022. A UW political science professor doesn't expect any Democrats to challenge Evers. As of right now, just one Republican has declared, but several big names could join soon, including former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch, former White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, or current Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. Political experts say next year's elections will be tight and contested.
I think right now, the only thing we can say with certainty is that it's very uncertain.
And it likely won't be the only close contest. Wisconsin also has a U.S. Senate seat up for grabs, although in that race, the incumbent hasn't decided if he'll run again or not. Republican Ron Johnson said in the past he would not run for a 3rd term, but he hasn't withdrawn either. The future of a Nashwauk mining project remains in limbo after a roller coaster of events over the last few weeks. After the DNR terminated state mineral leases for the Mesabi Metallics project following missed requirements and deadlines put in place by the agency, Mesabi filed a lawsuit against the state of Minnesota. The company is suing for breach of contract and breach of good faith as it attempts to keep the Nashwauk project from collapsing. We reached out to the DNR for an update on the leases and the lawsuit. Spokespeople said today they have no updates at this time. Meanwhile, St. Louis County has a new director of land and minerals. Julie Marinucci has been named the commissioner and director of the department, which is responsible for managing approximately 900,000 acres of tax-forfeited trust lands in St. Louis County. The focus is maintaining the land. Maintaining the land is sustainability for healthy forests, determining mineral wealth below the surface, and creating long-term recreational opportunities. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, the pandemic canceled proms all across the Northland, but a grassroots prom is helping high schoolers make memories.
Well, last week we were having freeze warnings with temperatures near the record low here of 33. Today's record low is from 1885. Boy, we sure have gone the other way. Temperatures have been much closer to the record highs lately. 88 was today's. Some towns did crack 90 inland. Could do so again tomorrow. When will things settle down? I'll show you at least a theory about that coming up with the 7-day forecast in a couple of minutes.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Celebrate summer with a certified vehicle from Kerry Toyota in Superior. Head for the hills in this 2017 Highlander Limited or drive away in a certified 2018 RAV4 Hybrid. Prefer a larger SUV? Check out this certified 2021 4Runner TRD Off-Road or choose a certified 2018 Tundra Limited for all your outdoor adventures. Inventory is constantly changing, so hurry in to Kerry Toyota in Superior to lock in your 2021 summer driving fun while supplies last. You can also ask about our rental vehicles. Kerry Toyota in Superior, voted best car dealer 22 times.
You need fast, reliable internet, but it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg, because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
Little child, we're in a
The Lakota Ray Ojibwe College, providing Anishinaabe communities with post-secondary and continuing education while advancing the language, culture, and history of the Ojibwe. Online applications for spring enrollment are at lco.edu.
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
During this warm spell, hats off to those who have to work outdoors, letter carriers, road crews, and folks working on the railroad. Here's a shot coming out of the Proctor Yard today of a CN set of engines crossing the tracks. You know, you think back to 1985, before I became janitor here at CBS3. I was the janitor at the DWP rail yard in between Superior and Oliver. At least I had to work inside. Well, This time of year, those track gangs are out there in incredible temperatures. I think those incredible temperatures that we have right now will stick around a couple more days, but should break a bit once we get into the weekend. Although we do begin the process for some towns as early as tomorrow, when an easterly wind will make it cooler by the lake. So bottom line is tomorrow's range of temperatures could go from the 60s right by the lake to the 90s farther inland, and wherever you work in between will depend or tell you what kind of temps you're going to face. Current temp we're facing at the airport in Duluth at 67. East winds going 10 miles per hour, and the air pressure on the higher side, 30.06 inches of mercury. But we've got a departing low from last night still bringing some rain to parts of Wisconsin, an advancing low that wants to bring some to border country again here tonight. So by hook or by crook, we all get a 30% chance for some precip again overnight. All right, current temperatures, 66 to 69 degrees from Ironwood to Watersmeet. And in Wisconsin, we go from 55 in La Pointe to 70 in Hayward, with Ashland, Solon Springs, and Superior, of course, being in between. Getting into the Minnesota side of life, we're as cool as 57 by the lake in Grand Marais, lower 60s for much of the North Shore, upper 60s towards Hermantown, and mid-60s Cloquet. A little warmer towards Moose Lake, still holding on to 70s for the Iron Ranges and border country. And so low temps tonight probably will run about 60 degrees, very similar to last night. Carbon copy here forecast for tonight, just like last night's, for those who are old enough to remember what carbon copies were. Kristen probably doesn't know. Back in the day, we had our scripts come in on carbon. 5 forms worth, a lot of carbon to throw out. Okay. What are we throwing out right now as far as the Doppler goes? Showers out of the sky in northwestern Minnesota. Just light ones, though. But then again, they looked light this time last night and then rumbled up and rolled across the range and brought about a quarter inch to a lot of towns up there. That could happen again. And again, it could spill into Wisconsin and Michigan, too. But the chance is only 30%. So as the night goes on here, thunderstorms possible from this latest low. Then, for tomorrow, higher pressure takes over. 2 highs in conjunction bring back a sunny sky. This high brings in an easterly wind, and that's why we get that big range of temperatures. By the lake, 60s. Farther inland, 90s possible. Then, by later this week, another low pressure system brings another chance of rain, which could finally pay off region-wide on Friday. Tonight, Minnesota's low temperatures, about 55 to 65 degrees. 30% chance for thunderstorms. Wisconsin, Michigan gets that same chance with lows there 60 to 65. Tomorrow's Wisconsin, Michigan high temps with sunshine go 77 to 92. And Minnesota, of course, says, hold on to my beverage. We'll go 64 to 92 with a mostly sunny sky. Extended forecast. You know, Friday will be a great day of equalization. Cloud cover and a good rain chance will take temperatures down. They will pop up again Saturday through next Tuesday, but this time, instead of being cooler by the lake, boiling hot inland, it'll be near 80 for just about everybody.
All right, thanks, Dave. Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced funding for preschools is on the way. Her announcement focused on adding a total of $405 million for the Great Start Readiness Program over the next 3 years. The funds will be pulled from both federal and state dollars in hopes 4-year-old children will not be at risk of educational failure. Whitmer said this type of investment in early education and preschool will pay massive dividends and will help narrow the achievement gap between high-income and low-income students.
Today, too many eligible kids are stuck on wait lists and unable to access the incredible opportunity because of a lack of funding. And that's just not acceptable. And that's why we are here today to propose an investment in GSRP.
Meanwhile, after Duluth schools canceled this year's proms due to the pandemic, a group of parents and students came together to give kids a special night anyway. They put on a sort of grassroots prom at the Buffalo House in Duluth tonight. More than 170 students signed up to attend. One of the organizers told us they were happy to host a prom for the kids after a very tough year.
This group of seniors has missed out on so much this year, and they're such a great group of kids. They've been so resilient with everything that's been thrown at them. And so just the idea that we could, kind of save this one event for them is just really special.
The organizers included COVID precautions at tonight's event. Masks were not required, but they hoped unvaccinated students would choose to wear one. Still to come, after an FBI crackdown, hundreds of criminals are behind bars. How they did it, next.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Now is the time to improve your home comfort system. Explore our rebate page to save money.
For your heating and cooling needs, call the people with the right solutions. Carlson Duluth Company, servicing the Twin Ports and the Iron Range communities.
My doctor said I needed an MRI, but I did not want to get into a tube. Then I found out St. Luke's Center for Diagnostic Imaging has an open-sided MRI that has more room and is way more comfortable. That I could do. And my doctor got accurate answers to get me back where I need to be. If you need an MRI, don't put it off. I chose CDI, the only high-field open MRI in the area. At CDI, they specialize in answers.
The nursing program at Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College is really challenging, but it has to be. It's approved by the Board of Nursing. And graduates here have been successfully passing the state board exam. They give you real-world experience with healthcare institutions across the community. I'm really glad I chose Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
If it's important to our nation,
the country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
It's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
If your home is too hot or too cold, Carlson Duluth Company will help improve your home's comfort with advanced technology and heating and cooling while saving money on your energy bills. Call the experts. Carlson Duluth Company, serving the Twin Ports and Iron Range communities.
Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash.
Coming up Wednesday on CBS3 this morning, it's our weekly Eye on Money. We're hearing the latest tips from financial experts.
And we'll see a bit of relief in those temperatures, highs in the 70s, but another chance for some showers.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Hundreds of criminal suspects are under arrest tonight following an unprecedented crackdown powered by an FBI-developed smartphone. It's being hailed as a first-of-its-kind global sting operation. The suspects were tricked into using cell phones that came preloaded with an encrypted messaging service called Anam. They thought it would allow them to evade detection, but the app was developed by the FBI and other law enforcement agencies and later sold on the black market. Some 27 million messages were intercepted, most involving criminal activity like drug trafficking and money laundering. The operation has already led to at least 800 arrests and the seizure of 8 tons of cocaine and more than 250 firearms. Coming up next in sports, section baseball and softball continue. Kelly is in with the highlights next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Range Regional Airport.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCoppel, weekday mornings on CBS.
Would you like to lose a pound of fat a day?
You know, everyone just treats me a little bit differently, a little bit better. You know, and I feel more comfortable in social situations.
Before, when I walked by a mirror, I would duck. I wouldn't look. Now it's like, where's that girl?
Order online or call today for a free consultation.
Good boy. You're such a good boy.
I think it's time we got a dog.
But my landlord won't let me have pets.
I've got an idea about that, too.
You've
We've got big dreams and a bold imagination. Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Excitement is building for something big. The Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard exclusively at DQ. It's an iconic combo. Pieces of Thin Mints cookies mixed with refreshing cool mint and world-famous DQ vanilla soft serve, making a treat so innovative that every bite is a sweet feat of ingenuity. In the Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
Numi Jewelers is excited to announce our spectacular 70th anniversary sale. For the month of June, save up to 70% on select jewelry. Celebrate 70 years with us. Stop in to browse our huge selection. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Coming up Wednesday on CBS3 this morning, it's our weekly Eye on Money. We're hearing the latest tips from financial experts.
And we'll see a bit of relief in those temperatures, highs in the 70s, but another chance for some showers.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
I lost a ton of weight, 93 pounds. I feel good, I look good.
75 days on the program. I've lost 53 pounds, 41 and a half inches. You're not hungry.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Now, CBS 3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Well, we are inching closer and closer to state tournament time for softball and baseball in the prep ranks. Just 2 days left of section play. In Section 7 AA, two teams that have sailed through the winner's bracket in the double elimination competition. Greenway and Moose Lake Willow River. Winner of this one will need to be beat twice on Thursday for a trip to state. In the third, Sarah Christie with the shallow pop to right center. It's dropped, so a run will come home. That puts a dent in the 3-run Greenway lead. It's 4-1, but that's about as good as it got for the Rebels in this one. Bottom of the fifth, Hannah Anderson extends the Greenway lead, smacking the double pass short. Kennedy Hansen will round third and head home safely. Proctor extends their lead to 5. To the sixth, it was a wild pitch, so Jocelyn Milkic will get home for Greenway, making it 8-1. They go on to win it 10-1, the final. So they're on. They will face the winner of this one, Proctor and Moose Lake Willow River, in the following elimination game. Bottom of the first, 1 on. Proctor's Madison Walsh coming out swinging. This one was almost out of the ballpark, but the wind keeps it just in for the double. Proctor down 5-0. Same inning, another big snap thanks to Presley Anala. She gives Emma Shelton the ticket on home. It's now a 2-run ball game, 5-2-3. Still on fire in the first, Annika Burke lets loose to put herself on first, sending Anala on home to make this a 1-run ball game. And Proctor goes on to win it 8-5. They are moving on to the section championship to face Greenway on Thursday. In Section 7A softball up in Grand Rapids, Cherry advances to the section championship with a 14-2 win over Barnum, but Barnum bounces back with a 10-run win over Carleton. So it will be Cherry and Barnum in the section championship this Thursday. And some more sunshine called for some more action on the diamond, this time in the Section 7 AA baseball semifinals. Proctor and Aitken, top of one. Aitken's Jake Ince had no problem stepping up to the plate, slices this one past Proctor for the triple. Aitken has a 1-0 lead at this point. We go to the third, 2 runners on. Gus Sanford swings, but not so fast. Proctor will get the out. They get the momentum leading into the following inning. Top of the 5, fifth. It's Hunter Nissen, snaps and sneaks past Proctor again. Zach McDonald is welcomed home, adding to the board 5-0. Aitken goes on to take the win handedly. They'll play Evelyn Gilbert on Thursday. In state tennis, the start of the tournament underway this morning. Duluth East season comes to an end at the hands of a tough Wayzata squad. Rochester Lords ends Rockridge, Virginia's run as well with a 4-3 defeat. And tonight over at Wade Stadium, it was Free Huskies hat night with the lacrosse loggers in town. Bottom of the second game tied at 3. Mike Balv smacks a base hit to get a threat going, but they couldn't get anything across there. The loggers would get a run in the fourth to take the lead, but Matthew Craven gets a bob up the strand, another runner in scoring position. The Huskies had a chance to get back into it in the 8th, but they stranded, the bases loaded. They go down 6-3. The final. And nationally, some MLB scores from tonight. Brewers with a handy win over Cincinnati. At last check, the New York Yankees led the Minnesota Twins 5-3. And that is going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
At Play It Again Sports, we have the largest selection of new and used hockey equipment in the area, along with a huge selection of hockey sticks, apparel, and cross-country skis.
Trade in, trade up, and save.
I'm Dr. Zan Corville. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at St. Luke's. Dealing with foot and ankle pain, it can be debilitating because these are complicated joints. And so there's different ways to manage each of these problems. Most can be treated without surgery. I'm a busy mom with 2 young children. We try to do things as a family that we can all enjoy. I love being part of a team and working as an orthopedist to help people return to athletics or getting people back on their feet so they have less pain for daily living.
Let A1 Movers help bridge the gap from your old house to your new home. We have the tools for all of your relocating needs. Big or small, we move them all. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, we help get you where you need to go as safely and efficiently as possible. A1 Movers specializes in making hard work easier, saving you time and your back. To schedule your move, call or visit a1movers.org today.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
An eagle-eyed crew of sailors saved a white dog from a vast and dangerous wasteland. Watch a crew of sailors aboard an icebreaker ship rescue a stranded dog from cracking Arctic ice. The fluffy white Samoyed was spotted limping along the vast ice fields of Russia's Arctic coast. The ice drift season had reportedly begun, which meant the dog was at risk of falling through the cracks. Crew members lowered a ramp and used food to lure the injured dog on board. The animal was later returned via hovercraft to her home village, where her owners had reported her missing a week before. Wow, quite the rescue there. Similar to our rescue from Evelyn yesterday, huh, with the kitty cat.
Yeah, very similar. Look at all that ice up in the Arctic. Oh, for folks who are finding 90 degrees a little too warm, just think of that. Maybe that'll take the temperature down just a little bit. Hey, and temperatures will come down a little bit tomorrow for lakeside communities. Easterly wind will make it 75 by the lake, but still could be 90 inland. And that heat will lead us to another round of showers and storms come Thursday and Friday.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.